Bruh, art block. Looking at these two drawings, can you tell me which one looks like it was drawn first? The first one looks like it was drawn while drunk compared to the second one. I'll give you a second to guess which one it was. If you guess the second one, you're right. At the time of drawing the first one, I was going through seasonal art block from drawing every day. Now it's that time again where everything I draw looks like I'm under the influence. So I'm gonna go over everything I do to overcome art block. Keep in mind I am self-taught, so don't take anything I say too serious. Starting with step 1 is sleep. I know you're probably thinking,
I've drawn good drawings on 3 hours of sleep.
but if you're struggling to draw, sleeping is a good way to reset the body and the mind. And once you get a good night's sleep, it just feel fresh to wake up and draw again. After, you can always return into your 3 hours of sleep schedule. Okay, onto the real step 1 now. Flooding your mind with ideas. Now you're probably thinking, what does flooding the mind mean? Think of the mind as a conveyor belt that's carrying random stuff throughout life. When going through art block, you want to draw, but you can't think of what you would like to draw. So I like to go onto Pinterest and just browse random images so I can get a bunch of ideas for drawings. It helps reactivate your creativity. Take as long as you need to scroll and soak in ideas. It don't really have a set time limit for this. But what I usually do is I have a set board for stuff I might want to use on drawings later. So if I can't think of anything or I don't know what exactly I want to draw, I just browse and nab random stuff off of images to create a new OC or to get a new accessory for whatever character I'm drawing. Use the same method not only for drawing characters, because I know not everybody does draw portraits and some people do sceneries and other stuff. You could use the same technique to draw anything if you're feeling stuck. But yeah, that's what I meant by flooding the mind. It just helps reactivate your creativity. So now after you do that, you can think about the conveyor belt in your mind, pushing new images, carrying new ideas, new stuff, just reactivating your creativity. Next up, we have step 2, going back to basics. I know drawing blank heads and basic shapes can be boring, but sometimes you need to resharpen your basic skills. And it's always good to have a good grasp of the basics at any level. Having problems drawing heads, draw heads for a few days. Can't draw a face properly, practice noses, eyes, mouths. It doesn't have to be super detailed, just basic. Strengthening your basics is always a good thing regardless. For example, when you are trying to draw an eye but it just isn't coming out right, practicing drawing the basics every day can stop this from happening so much. It's never bad to be too good at anything besides drunk driving. Anyways, on to step 3, freehanding existing drawings. When going through art block, freehanding drawings can be a good thing. It can show you a new technique or a new way to draw something. It can even show you something that you can add to your next drawings, like maybe the style of shading, the way the eyes are drawn, etc. This can also be a great way to find a style that you like. It can even get you back into drawing and help you challenge yourself in new ways by trying more complicated drawings than you would usually do. For example, if you have a cartoony style, trying realism or semi-realism can help you a lot. And by trying these new styles, you gain a newfound curiosity for drawing again. If you're currently going through art block, I recommend you do 3 freehand drawings in 3 different styles. And once you're satisfied with the results, you can go on to do an original piece again. But yeah, that's what I mean by freehanding drawings. Moving on to step 4, upgrading existing drawings. Even though it's good to draw at a consistent art style, sometimes you need to go out your artistic comfort zone. This is why I usually take a drawing from a while back by trying to improve every part of it, by upgrading the shading, the coloring, the line art, every aspect of it. Usually I would watch a bunch of tutorials right before doing the redrawing and apply each technique from the videos to fully rework the original drawing. This will show you how far you have improved in your art journey so far and motivate you to continue on your journey. Step 5, watching speed paints. This maybe won't work for everyone, but when I'm feeling stuck, I like to watch speed paints because it shows me how much I can improve. Some people feel demotivated when they see how much they have to improve on, but the way I see it as is someday I'll be on that level too, and others will look at my work and think I have a lot to improve on also. And watching speed paints shows you other people's creative process and how others draw from beginning to end. This can motivate you to draw more or drive you to draw again. That's my 5 tips for suffering art block.